All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, it's the brother Yerah. Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. All right, Yahweh Ratazah. So as you can see with today's title, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, we warned you, and here's more proof. Okay, we warned you, and here's more proof. And when I say we, I mean starting with our apostles and elders and elder bishops on down, all right, of a great millstone. Okay, we warned you about this mark of the beast, that it is the RFID chip. All right, and here's more proof of it. Okay. So first and foremost, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the body, and it feeds the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Let me share the screen here. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 33, and it reads, "And when this cometh to pass, the prophecies, okay, the things that we have been warning you about, okay, through the spirit, all right, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will, okay, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, and that day are you people that doubt, okay? Preferably you 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, all right? You Israelites that call yourself Christians, all right, or just unbelievers in general, okay? That scoff at the men of the Lord, when all we're doing is showing you the greatest love in the eyes of the Lord, man. Okay, we're going out there and we're letting you know, hey, look, everything that you've been taught is wrong. Okay, but let me build you up by teaching you the correct thing. Okay, all right, but you people ignore it, you scoff at it. Okay, you come up against it when really you're coming up against the Lord. Okay, but soon you people will know that a prophet have been among you. Okay, because things are coming to pass. Going back into the title. All right, we warned you, and here's more proof of it. Okay, we warned you about the mark of the beast, and here's more proof. Okay, first let me get this here. All right, this is a video here. Okay, look, it says Bill Gates predicts that electronic tattoos will replace smartphones allegedly. All right, and then look. This is a what looks to be a Edomite woman. All right, and even she knows. She quoted the Revelation 13 and 16 to 18, to 18, which she really should have started at 15. All right. But even they know. Okay. These heathens even understand that, hey, look, this is giving off Mark of the Beast vibes. All right. But you Jakes, all right, because you're so hard headed and stiff necked, you buck up against it. Okay. But let's hear what she has to say.
Apparently, Bill Gates has a prediction that smartphones will be replaced by electronic tattoos. Like, let me show you what I just found. Bill Gates says tattoos will replace cell phones. The founder of Microsoft has another prediction. This time, Bill Gates says that smartphones may soon become obsolete. He envisions a future where electronic tattoos with tiny subdermal sensors will serve as our main means of communication, health monitoring, and digital interaction. These devices, pioneered by a company called Chaotic Moon, wow, could connect users to the internet, take calls, and transmit data without handheld screens. Let me guess, you also won't be able to buy or sell unless you have this electronic tattoo, right? It's giving very much Mark of the Beast. And I just want to say that they're trying to normalize stuff like this because this has been the plan all along, guys. Jesus Christ is coming back very soon. But of course, the leaders of this world would never admit that, so we're quite literally watching them set up the end times deceptions.
And yeah, and she's right. I mean, the only thing she's wrong about is that name, that a JC name, okay, which his name is Yahweh Shai. Okay. Yahweh Shai was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Okay. All right. From the lineage of the children of God. Okay. The sons of God, excuse me. All right. But, everything else, she's on point, man. Okay. And even she sees it. But you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indian men and women, you don't see it. Okay. But guess what? We warned you. Okay. We warned you. So the blood is off our hands. Okay. All right. Matter of fact, let me grab something here before I get to the other stuff. All right. Because what did she warn you about? So, like, what did we warn you about? Excuse me. What did we warn you about? We warned you about this here. Okay. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and we'll start at verse 16. So, like at 15, and it reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast." All right, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. And that image, that's that way of life. Okay. You know, like going back to this, Bill Gates predicts that the electronic tattoos will replace smartphones, okay, or phones in general. Okay. See, this is what Jake doesn't understand, man. Okay. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, beginning with the elite banking families, all right, the wicked that's written about in the scriptures. Okay. He controls the world, man. Okay. What is that? Job chapter 9, verse 24. Okay. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is in control of the earth right now. Okay. And going into that image, that's that way of life. Okay. And by him having control over your way of life, he could just change it. You see, he could just change it, and you will have no choice but to get down with it. Okay. Even with this, electronic tattoos, replacing smartphones, he can easily upgrade, all new phones into this so-called electronic tattoo. All right. And guess what? If you want the new phone, you're gonna have to get this electronic tattoo. And guess what? Not only that, but your old phones, the touch screen and the flip phones and you know, he could just disable them. You can't use them no more. So now you don't have a choice. If you live in Florida and you want to talk to your grandmother or your favorite auntie or your father that lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, you're gonna have to get a cell phone. Thus for you're gonna have to get that electronic tattoo. And then electronic tattoo, what do you think that that's going to turn into? Okay. It's giving RFID chip vibes to me. Okay. Because eventually that's what they're going to turn it into. Okay. And notice she said, and she quoted Bill Gates about this electronic tattoo, not just replacing cell phones so that you can talk and text and get on your favorite social media, but also it'll have your health records, your identification and everything like that upon these things, man. Look, that's going back to the chip. Okay. Which is the mark of the beast, which we here at Great Millstone have warned you about. All right. And here's more proof. You see? All right. Because guess what? Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, both rich and poor. Wait, so like, let me go back to this. Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't get down with this new way of life, okay, this new system, which is the beast system, okay, which is that digital system, okay, then guess what? You're going to be cut off. All right. You're going to be cut off from living. You're not going to be able to live. Okay. Verse 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, all right, the whole spectrum of people to receive a mark, all right, charagma, all right, a stamp and imprinted mark, you see, all right, which goes back into the word karax, okay, you see, which means an engravement, okay. It says to receive a mark or charagma, that RFID chip, in their right hand or in their foreheads, man, okay. Not no damn electronic tattoo. Excuse me. Not no damn electronic tattoo. Okay. It's gonna eventually lead into that mark of the beast. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, saith he that had the mark, or that charagma, that RFID chip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which they all are connected. Okay. If you get the chip, you're gonna have the name of the beast, and you're gonna have uh uh um the number of his name. Okay. You see? So that's what it is, man. Okay. And we warned you about that. I wanted to get another precept. Excuse me. All right. Yep. Let me get this here really quickly. Second Chronicles 36 and we'll start at verse 15 and 16. All right. So this is the book of Second Chronicles, chapter 36, verse 15 and 16. All right. And it reads, and the Lord, Yahweh power, all right, God of their fathers, all right, the Israelites, sent to them by his messengers. Okay. Who are the Lord's messengers? His prophets, man. Okay. Those are the only ones he relays messages. Those are the only men that he relays messages through. Okay. It says rising up B times, all right, and sending out messages to you, right, from the Heavenly Father. It says because he had compassion on his people, all right, and Jake don't realize that, man. Okay, when you come across, the prophets, okay, on the highways and hedges, or even on these digital epistles online, okay, the Lord is showing compassion to you, man. You see, but most of our people are not going to accept it, man. It says, and on his dwelling place, excuse me. All right, verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh. See, and that's what you people do. You mock the messengers of Yahweh. Okay, you mock us, man. All right, you make response videos or debunking the Hebrew Israelites. You know, Elder Manasseh Zagba from South Carolina. Okay, he has tons of videos. All right, showing Jake mocking the prophets, mocking the messengers of Yahweh. Okay, you people just are hard headed and stiff necked. Okay, it says and despised his words. Yeah. All right. Guess what? We told you that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and this whole beast system. Okay, or this new image. All right, that's gonna usher in this mark of the beast is being set up before your very eyes, and you refuse to hear it. Okay, it says and misused his prophets. See, all right. Why? Because you take a clip, all right, from us on the highways and hedges or our videos, and you make debunk videos and place your cash app there for people to donate and make your comment. If you want your comment to be seen, send $5 and up. Will be seen right on the screen, and I'm gonna read it live. And all it is comments of people just talking shit about the prophets, man. You see? It says, until the wrath of the Lord Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy. Okay. And that's going to happen again, man. The Lord's going to come back and he's going to rise up against you, man, via his plagues, his punishments, and his scourges for amendment. Okay. And then ultimately, that ultimate plague is going to be the thermonuclear missiles, man. You see? That's going to happen again, man. Okay. But guess what? Jake is hard-headed and stiff-necked. Okay. And they will not listen, man. Okay. Let me see. Let's get this here. Okay. And this proves it right here. So this is a clip from the brothers page, GMS in Rome, Lions on Fire, Shalom Akyah. All right. He posted a video with a lesson. It says the Breakfast Club talks about taking the chip AI talk. You see? Now let's listen to this conversation on the Breakfast Club. All right. This radio show.
Would y'all get the chip? Like the Neuralinks? Because think about it, like there's going to be people out here that are doing that. They're going to be smarter than us. They're going to be able to break things down faster than us in order to keep up. If you know the majority of the population is getting this Neuralink or whatever it's going to be, and we grew up in the era where we was, what you mean chips, put chips in the babies and all that. We was against that. Would you do that?
Would you do it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. Too. That's my answer as well. I don't know.
Yo,
when I first heard about them, I'm like,
see, they don't know. You see, they don't know and not convinced. All right, that there's a punishment, all right, that's going to be given to our peace, man. Okay, You see the first question Charlemagne over here, all right, posed to these other Jakes, these bald-headed niggas right here, and a bald-headed nigga woman. All right. Are you gonna take the chip? You know, and then his reasons for it, you know, was reasons why you should get it, right? That's what it seems like he was trying to, you know, impose that. Hey, look, well, we should get it because, you know, people are going to be upgraded and we're going to have to keep up. You see? And Esau is going to promote it that way, man, because he knows Jake has that mindset of the new. All right, I got to get the new so I can stun on everybody. You ain't got this. I bet. Look. I ain't even got to open my door, man. I could just wave my hand. I ain't gotta pull out no wallet. I don't need a wallet. I'm a boss. That's gonna be the mindset of Jake, man. Watch. That's gonna be the mindset of Jake when that chip come out. Because the only thing they're gonna be thinking about is it's gonna upgrade me. It's gonna keep me up with the times. You know, it's the new. You see, and that's how Esau is gonna get you, man. Okay. Because you look at it like it's a fashion statement and not a potential judgment, okay, with no remedy for you. You see, Jake is gonna definitely get that chip, okay. You niggas and niggeros and spics and tontos, all right. Y'all gonna get that chip, man. Okay, y'all gonna get that chip, man. Only the elect is not gonna get it. Only the elect, all right, is not gonna get the mark of the beast. Because well, how do you know that? Because it's prophecy, man. God said it. That's why. The elect is not going to bow a knee to Baal in this time as well as they did in the ancient time. You see? Let me get this here. All right. And then I want to bring out one more article. Okay, let me see what this is here. Matthew 13. St. Matthew. All right. Let's see. And it reads, he answered and said unto them, all right, and this is Yahushua replying to his disciples, okay, when they asked, why do you speak to, you know, these other Israelites? Why do you speak to them in parables? Okay, it says, and he answered them and said, because it is given unto you to understand, so like to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. See, and that's why and that's why, especially here at Great Millstone, man, we say that all the time. We're only here for the elect. Okay. And if you never heard us say it, but guess what? You're hearing us say it now. We're only here for the elect. We're not here to bring all black people together, to bring the Mexicans together, to bring the Puerto Ricans together. We're not here for that, man. We're only here for, all right, the 12 tribes, all right, 12,000 out of each tribe, okay? We're only here for the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, all right, and the great multitude of the 1/3, all right, that make up the 1/3. Okay, we're only here for the elect. That's it. Only the elect is gonna watch this video right here and take notes and everything. See, you niggas is gonna mock it. You know, you're gonna misuse it. You're gonna scoff at it, try to make money off of it, scoffing, or just plainly ignore it. You see, but this is why the Lord, Yahweh Shai said this, man. You know, who you ignorantly call Jesus, right? Yahweh Shai said this, but because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. That's why he spoke to them in parables, because he knew they didn't. Hey, look, they're not going to get it anyway. Only you're going to get it. And it's the same now, man. Okay? Only a few of the Israelites is going to get it. That's it. Okay? And let me just, all right. Well, you know what? Before I get that, let me grab this last article here. Okay. Grab this last article. All right. And here's more proof. Okay. Here's more proof that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip and it's coming. Even the other nations can see it. www.biometricupdate.com. Okay. Get this website. So I like it for the background noise. Niggas outside doing niggatry. All right. So this is biometric, www.biometricupdate.com. Okay. But look, it says Mexico makes biometric it's like an identifier mandatory for all citizens. This is coming to America. Okay. America makes biometric identifier mandatory. Come on. Something. Okay. All right. A decree. Okay. All right. A law. You see? So Mexico makes biometric identificator law for all citizens. Mandatory for all citizens, man. Okay. This is what's coming to America, man. Okay. And look, this is in Mexico, man. All of these other countries, man, are getting ready for the mark of the beast, man. Why aren't you? Why aren't you? See, we're getting ready to, Lord willing, Yahweh Ratazah. See, the elect is getting ready to deny the mark of the beast. The elect is getting ready to live off the grid, you know, and lean upon our God, all right, to feed us, to provide for us, man, to house us, to protect us, all right, to keep us on the right path. That's what we're getting ready for when it comes to this mark. You see, Jake is getting ready, as you heard on the Breakfast Club clip. Jake is getting ready. Jake debating if they should take it or not. And as you can hear in that conversation, they're leaning more towards taking it, man. All right. And Jake, trust me, Jake is going to take that mark. Okay. Let me get this here. All right. It's the book of Isaiah. All right. Because this is our job. Okay. And here's proof of it. All right. You hate us. All right. The scripture says what? You hate them that rebuketh and negate. What would you hate us for, man? All right. All we're doing is showing you love. We don't hate you, you know, but you hate us. But we know why you hate us. Okay. As it is written. All right. If they hate you, just know that they hated me before they hated you. You hate Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And guess what? That hey, you're gonna be judged for that, man. Okay. Isaiah 58:1. Okay. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people, the Israelites, their transgression, in the house of Jacob, their sins. Because only the house of Jacob, the Israelites, can sin. Because we were the only nation that was given the laws. Okay. And what is sin? The transgression of the law. Okay. The transgression of the laws, which only Jake can do. Okay. But the men of the Lord, the prophets, have been sent out there to warn you, to show you your transgression, to put you on the right path. Okay. Lord willing. Okay. But you know, niggas don't get it. So we moving on. Okay. All right. Let me get this last one here. All right. The book of Ezekiel. All right. Chapter 2 and we'll start at verse 3. Read it down to 5. All right. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 3 to 5. Okay. All right. And it reads, and he said unto me, son of man, all right, the Israelite man, I send thee to the children of Israel, you Israelites, Yasharallah, to a rebellious nation, see, that have rebelled against me. See, the Lord he gave us a heads up. Look, I'm sending you out there to warn them, okay, so that they have no excuse and no cloak for their sins. All right. But I warn you, this is a rebellious nation, okay? You know, and Jake is damn sure a rebellious nation, man. It says they and their fathers have transgressed against me. See? Even unto this very day. And guess what? Even unto this very day. All right. Verse 4 says, for they are impudent, all right, impudent children and stiff-hearted. Let's go into that word, impudent. All right. Impudent. All right. Panayim. Okay. Panayim. All right. Impudent. Let's see. With prep. Let's see. Before time. Did I click the right word? Impudent. Okay. Look, angry. Okay. At battle. All right. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, you people are look faces. Before and behind, toward and in front and forward, formally. All right, and before time. Okay. You know, let me read that again. Ezekiel 2 and 4. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. Okay, hard-headed. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power. See, we don't say, oh no, we feel like the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. No, we don't. No, the Lord revealed that to Apostle Tahar, the elder Apostle Tahar. All right. And we didn't just believe what he said, we looked into it. All right. Guess what? He told us to look into it too. He said, look, don't take my word for it, man. Do your own studies. Scripture says what? Study to show thyself approved. Okay. And guess what? We know it to be true. We agree with him. The mark of the beast, spoken about in Revelation chapter 13, is it is the RFID chip, man. Okay. Without a shadow of a doubt. And here's more proof. Okay. Let's continue. Verse 5, it says, and they, whether they will hear or forbear, it's like whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, okay, whether you accept it and understand it or whether you don't. For they are a rebellious house, right? Either way, they are a rebellious house. Yet shall they, it's like yet shall know, it's like yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. That's right. All right. And you're going to know that a prophet has been among you. Why? Because the mark of the beast is here, man. Okay. All right. The mark of the beast is here. It is the RFID chip. All right. Whether you believe it or not. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there. All right. You see, Lord willing, this is edifying to the body, and it fed the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, Shalom, and Abba Babal.